Usually in proof by induction, we have 4 steps. The first case or the first step is we need to verify the base case. So we need to prove that the statement is true for the smallest value in the interval. Second step, we need to state the inductive hypothesis. Here, you don't need to prove it. You assume this step is true and use it to prove the next step. Third step, here we need to prove, and most of the work happens here. So we need to prove if the statement is true for n equals to k, and that's what we assumed, then it is true for n equals k plus 1. And finally, the last step is we need to state conclusion. So we need to affirm that the statement is true for all values of n. Since it is true for the first step, and we can prove that it's true for k plus 1 step, so it's true for everything. And this is the main idea of proof by induction. So let's start by defining the base case. What is the base case? It verifies that the statement is true for the initial value n, and usually they give you the interval. They say for all positive values of n, so we know that we start from 1. If we say n greater than or equal to 2, we know that the smallest value is 2. Sometimes they say for non-negative integers. Non-negative, it means the set includes 0, so we start from 0. Usually, we use the smallest value in the interval. We need to prove that the left-hand side and the right-hand side are equal. And when you finish, we need to state clearly that the statement is true for n equals to 1. Then, what is inductive hypothesis? Inductive hypothesis is the assumption that the statement is true for any positive integer k. It is a temporary assumption. Pk is true and we do not prove it. Why this step is important? Because it allows us to prove the next step. So if pk is true, then pk plus 1 is true. And note that pn is a general statement they gave us, so it needs to be defined before we use it. Third step is the inductive step, and all the proof happens here. So the inductive step is where you prove that if the statement is true for k, then it must also be true for k plus 1. Method is required to prove this step using the kth case. Here you need to show all the working. You must clearly state at the end that since pk is true, then pk plus 1 is true for n equals to k plus 1. The inductive step shows if the statement works for one integer, then it automatically works for the next. And lastly, we need to state the conclusion. The conclusion must have a fixed structure. So we say since true for n equals to 1 and true when n equals to k plus 1, then by induction, this statement, the given one, is true for all positive integers n unless they gave us another interval. And the conclusion states that the chain holds for all natural numbers.